1.
Let him have his fun.
What up, Posse?
How's it going, guys?
How's it going?
We got a special guest, a returning guest, and we have our first timer here.
That's right.
Timers.
So,
Yes, we have
Mark.
and
Stephanie.
Annie.
I am Chad,
And I'm
that is
Brandon.
Brandon. And they were all picking on me because we got Posse family. They think they can do that on a regular
Yeah.
basis.
That's
They do.
true.
No.
And you know what? The reason why I picked Hawkman the last time, because she
know.
was giving me grief, is because Hawkman was done on that day. So I'm looking at this one now
Okay.
because of my
who's that
Chad's
guy?
Day of
Who's that
DC.
guy?
looking
on
on
the
my
front?
DC knowledge. And
Chad's
I don't know.
Day of DC.
So early DC, the Descendants of DC was Adventure Comics. I'm not aware.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And I don't know who Captain Desmo is, but I'll let you look since you're
Oh,
He can
he
actually
was
read.
he was one of these guys.
from 1927.
It says,
isn't
you
it?
know,
So-
browse, you buy now.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I don't
Okay.
know. Something about World War One.
Something.
A lot of,
Dark side.
look out, Cap. There's a alligator. Oh, no.
Let's see this thing once.
No one saw it coming.
Well, it's from
I'm
one of
not
the
sure.
early. It's one of the
Early.
early DC
Very early, but-
guys.
It was before all the good stuff came out.
So
I don't
now,
know. This might be one we
Stephanie,
pick on you too.
I was gonna say I now understand why you were picking on me.
Yeah.
But this is why I'm trying to learn about DC because DC kind of sucks.
They do not suck. You
Oh.
just
Well, they
keep
used to.
picking,
They used to.
I
you know,
keep picking the
They
wrong
kinda
ones.
suck. Yeah, you keep
maybe,
picking the wrong
maybe
ones.
the wrong characters.
So you're right. We
to
need to do
intro
this on like
into.
a Tuesday and a Wednesday, so we don't fall on the sucky Thursday.
Yeah,
Thursday. They
true. We should just lie about the day.
they put in
Yes.
some history, but maybe not the
art.
best
That's some
option.
decent art. Look at the alligator.
I love how they said, that the reason why Captain Desmond was popular because of Lindbergh going across to Paris, but instead they decided to fight a giant crocodile instead.
I mean, if you're attacked by a giant crocodile, you're gonna stop.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
You gotta take care of it.
No, I'd like to take a selfie first.
Nothing like a giant crocodile when you're on a big blimp.
That. Whose is this? This guy?
Dad's brain
Alright,
hurts.
Whose is that?
Let's see.
Mine.
Is it yours?
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
mean,
Really?
I got it
I'm,
for him.
I'm
I don't
kind
know.
of. Did you?
I collect
Yeah.
those, so that one might have to go with me.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
You
that.
gotta always check your targets.
Here's the thing about that
It's right there.
is I
and
have
can
another
get
one
it.
of those coming to me at the swap too.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So there you go.
So I can take that one. Is what you're saying?
No, maybe at the swap you might be able to have one, but I want to look
tried.
at them first.
I tried.
Why? You take them out of the box.
Well,
You're
no,
not gonna
but
keep them in the
no,
box.
I'm gonna
Come
keep one in the box.
on. Oh, come on.
It's in box.
Do you believe that?
He needs to.
MIB.
How dare?
Oh,
They remind.
MTP.
They're very. It's very reminiscent. Use that other camera angle. It's very reminiscent of the old die-cast ones that they did in the '80s.
yeah.
And,
It has a flight stand.
What movie
do.
is,
I
do
take
you
'em
think
out.
this reminds you of, Chad?
That reminds me of Battle Beyond the Stars, or is it Battle of the Planets?
Battle Beyond the Stars.
Battle Beyond the Stars, which is a.
The key point was they were beyond the stars.
Yes.
Which had Hannibal Smith from the A-Team.
Yep. George Peppard. It had John Boy from the Waltons.
Yeah.
It had one. So basically, it was an
Cast
Akira
is solid.
Kurosawa film out in the. It was Seven Samurai, in space, and that was the ship that it
George
reminds me of.
Peppard, Breakfast at Tiffany. In
Yeah.
case you ladies don't know who that is.
They're like, yeah, we don't care.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
So, well, obviously Steph is a fan of monsters and
Yeah.
horror from her shirt.
I was gonna
so-
say you're trying to relate
Yeah.
Breakfast at Tiffany's to two of the horror girls
Yeah.
from the Posse. So
But I was talking to Brandon.
So what's your main, like, the Universal monsters or like the 80s slasher?
for me,
Yeah, for
Universal. Universal Monsters is my main collection.
Okay.
But as I did just do a walk-in today, I did not bring anything. So
Yeah, but like what you can tell us about like what type of collecting it is. So it's mainly the like Frankenstein, Wolfman, Bride of Frankenstein.
yeah, so
Okay.
the Universal Monsters is my main collection, and I would like to say it's focused to like one
Do
specific
you get those
line.
mystery minis? The
I
Funko
have,
ones?
Yeah, I have the Funko Mystery Minis, but I also have like the 12-inch Sideshow.
Oh, nice.
And then I have all of the Diamond Select line, and then the Sideshow that are in kind of more of a 7-inch scale.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I would love to say it's limited to like one specific line.
Limited. Yeah, that's what I say too. Like,
But
I only
it's
collect things I
limited.
like, but I like
It's
everything.
not. You guys talk about money grabs a lot, and Universal Monsters is also licensed that will put that on anything.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's like that.
lunch
like,
boxes.
and
I
Kiss
got
and-
just random mugs, cups,
Pez.
leggings. I got lots of different.
Dude,
Yeah.
Walmart went crazy this past
Half
Halloween
of
with that.
they did. Walmart has a lot of stuff,
The
and Hot
Bend-Ems.
Topic too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever have fun with collecting monsters, i.e., like, say, Frankenberry and a Funko Pop?
I don't.
Okay, I asked
I
a
like
good
them.
question, though.
Yeah. It was a fair question.
I mean, I like them, but I don't really collect pops in general, so that would not.
Oh,
appeal
you're
to
with
me.
Mark Hall in the
Mark Hall,
anti-pop district
Mark
over
Hall
here.
collects all the pops.
He loves the Walgreens Human Torch too.
What about like
I heard
the
that's his
Addams
favorite.
family had pops this Halloween? Did you get any of
Yeah.
those?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I did. It's almost like Mark Seacamp picked up a couple for me.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
here's
yeah.
an answer.
And that sweet Wolf Man too. He brought
Yeah.
it on an episode, I think.
Oh yeah,
To
from
show,
the
like, oh, we got it for
nostalgia-
Steph Ray, and he's like-
nostalgia
Which
zone,
oh, that's
Yeah.
true. That's
That's
true.
sweet Wolfman, but that's not a pop.
That wasn't a
I know,
pop.
but
That was
that's
a,
way
whatever.
cooler
It's still
than-
cool.
I was gonna say the pop's like a wind up.
But I did sell
tin
you that
toy.
an old school Funko.
It was
Wolfman
Funko,
2
yep.
Universal Monster.
It was
Wolfman.
yeah, it was from a different line though. It wasn't
Yeah.
the pop.
No, something.
So
else.
yeah, I have quite a few Funko items, but they're not specifically like the pops.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a pop.
Oh, I
Yo,
definitely
those new
do.
soda cans that are coming out, like with the figures in them, like you could get like He-Man.
Yeah, so yeah, for me to really
ad icons.
to really reach out and give my money to the Funko Pop specifically, that
Yeah.
style, it's got to be directly in line with one of my
that
other
you like.
collections.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Okay, gotcha.
I'm kind of the same way on those.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, so
I was gonna
like,
say,
I'm
you
sure
girls
have-
kind of collect similarly.
'cause I'm sure you have like the Pennywise.
Everything
Every single.
Pennywise.
I'm sure you have
There you
every
go.
single Pennywise pop, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I have all of them, but I have a lot of them.
Yeah.
I don't like the one
You
with
have
the
the-
hair.
The Toonie,
Okay.
do you get the Toonie Terror ones?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have a couple of those.
Yeah, and I definitely yeah.
That's my new one. He's my favorite. He's got the spider legs.
No, jeez.
I don't
So-
understand.
We all float down here.
The
Yeah.
spider legs? What do you mean?
Yeah, so
Oh,
that's one of his many transformations that he takes on.
Tim
is
Curry
the,
was the
like,
original.
spider legs.
And Omar.
He like comes at you with his spider legs, and
yeah.
that's my favorite like Pennywise
I
form.
don't think
that
you know.
he
Do
takes
you not
on.
know the lore?
Dude,
So the
Tim
thing
Curry,
about,
man.
Okay, so the thing about
Wait.
Hold on. Chad-
Before you tell me
Chad
any
doesn't
lore,
like scary movies.
I can't watch scary movies.
Okay.
My limit is sci-fi and fantasy. I can get away I can get to the limit of like say The Thing. That's still sci-fi. That's about as far as I go. But like for example, somebody asked me to watch World War Z, and I was watching that. And he's like, "Isn't this great?" I'm like, "No, all these people are getting mowed over." He goes, "Yeah, but it's like zombies on crack." And I'm like looking at this, and I'm that person that goes, "But that's somebody's mom, and that's somebody's brother, and that's somebody's
Well, they
dad,
shouldn't
and
have
that's
gotten the
somebody's
disease then.
uncle."
That's
And
right.
yeah, because it was totally their fault, Brandon.
That's
It
right. Get
was. They were
smoked.
all like, oh
You
yeah.
don't have your zombie apocalypse
Yeah.
plan already?
I
Chad?
can't. No, I don't.
Have you never
Yes,
seen
just to-
Zombieland? Watch
No, I've never
Zombieland.
seen Zombieland. I
Follow the rules.
Have you ever
I would
seen Omega Man?
curl up. I love Omega Man.
You didn't
I
get
will
like
watch
horror
Omega
movie?
Man.
Like
But see, that's
anticipation?
sci-fi to me. There's science in there.
They're like night zombie vampires.
They're not scary, and it's Charlton Heston.
No, I think the horror people would say
I Am Legend.
that
I
counts as a
thought
horror
was
movie, right?
actually kind of
Which one?
okay.
Omega Man.
I Am
like the
Legend.
Last Man, whatever. What was it?
Last Man on
It
Earth.
was a good movie, but it was like a terrible script. But like the scenes were cool.
Well, the first one was Vincent Price in early. I want to say it was '61. It was called Last Man on Earth, and then there was
Chad
Omega
was just
Man in
graduating
'71,
college.
and Brandon.
Got him. I wasn't even born yet.
I wasn't even born.
And then
87.
Omega Man, or not Omega Man, but
I Am
I Am Legend came out in like 2007 or
It's just
8.
cool.
or
Yeah, I saw it in the
something
theaters.
It was a bad.
They
It
did
was
not
a-
play Getting Jiggy with it.
I don't think that the only thing that here's
very
my thing is I don't think that I Am Legend should have had CGI people. I think that the
Yeah, I
vampire
don't
or night
forget that.
people should have been real people.
Yep.
They were in mocap suits, right?
So my long answer is I'm afraid of everything that casts a
Perfect.
shadow.
So what
he's
Pennywise does is he turns into what you most fear.
Oh.
He's a shapeshifter.
Oh,
So it would be just
somebody-
basically Pennywise.
Yeah, so you could
He'd
see
just
him
show up
in
as that.
clown form, or
The
as a
IRS.
spider, or as So
I'm not
he
afraid of him
shapeshift.
in clown form, so he would probably never ever show up as a
Yeah,
clown.
so
for me.
he shapeshifts. So this is part clown, part spider for a double whammy.
Oh,
Yeah.
clown spiders. He would, for me, it would be like a group of cool teenagers at the mall that just roast me.
That's right. That's terrifying.
That's scary. No one wants to see
He
him. Why are you
looks
putting him more up
cute
close?
He
there.
kind of is cute.
That's right.
very
So-
The Tim Curry one
That's
is
how they
better. I
get
love
ya.
the Tim Curry one.
There's the whole like Pennywise is supposed to be cute.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Isn't the
that's
actor like
thing.
hot?
No,
Oh, okay.
he's terrifying.
No, I meant the guy outside of makeup. Like,
He's
yeah,
just
as terrifying.
Oh,
Do you know what
yeah.
do you know what he
He's
reminds
scarier
me
than
of?
the-
He
the
reminds me
actual
of is
monster.
if
Oh god.
he's got this sort of
burn.
not unsettling
When the
but
scars started
settling
dying.
sort
No,
of.
no, he's like
If
cute, but
Frasier
scary.
Yeah.
and
that's
Carrot
cute.
Top had a kid,
Yeah.
there you go. Look at that. It's got a little Carrot Top and he's got the Frasier crane
Yeah.
sort of.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at you
See that.
trying to make him not scary, Jack.
I was.
Nice
I
try.
totally was trying
Oh,
to
he's friendly.
get my
is
inner
supposed to
child
be
to
cute.
not be in a
He's
fetal
supposed to be,
position.
so he
Baby.
gets the children.
Pulls those kids towards him,
Yeah,
and
get
then
outta
he
here.
devours them.
It's like in Lord of the Rings when his uncle wants the ring so bad, he's just like, ah.
Man, we don't need any of that.
Halloween is
All
over.
right, anyway,
I made it
it's
through another
Always
Halloween.
Halloween.
365.
but
You girls are gonna to the next
Every
one.
day
You
is
girls are gonna take
Halloween.
my spot, and I'll be in a fetal position with the dogs in the other room.
I mean,
Scary stuff. Oh, look at this Power Ranger. Let's stop talking about scary stuff.
I didn't bring
baby.
anything, but if I'm prepared, I'll now I know what to bring. So.
I
Yeah.
mean, Ivan
Brings
Ooze
everything
is kind
scary.
of a terrifying
Definitely.
villain. I mean, if you really watch
Ivan
it,
Ooze,
he's
yeah.
not very not scary. I mean, he's this giant purple booger.
he does. He spits those loogies, and they're acid.
Brandon knows what I'm
Crazy.
talking
I've seen this
about.
movie a million times. I love this.
He's cool.
I'm so excited about Ivan Ooze. He's like my favorite villain from the Power Rangers. I actually asked Jason David Frank that at GalaxyCon. I was like,
Oh,
"Who's
nice.
your favorite villain?" He's like, "Oh, Lord Zed."
Got a Toys
And
R
I'm
Us
like,
sticker on
but-
it too.
Ivan
old is
Ooze,
it?
though, and I mean, there's a
I don't
lot
know,
of great
like
villains if you watch
2014?
the show. There's a lot of great villains. There's so many. There's a new villain in every show, and there's how many episodes? Who even knows? But yeah, he
That
picked
pearl
Lord
one.
Zed.
That pearl monster was the best.
I liked the Pinoctopus.
That was kind of
Pineapple.
cool.
It was all Japanese.
Yeah.
Villains.
That was kind of
Yeah.
cool. I've never seen any
It's
of
true.
them.
And the pumpkin wrapper. Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the fun
I
one.
love how they kind of mosaic fade out their face when they're trying to talk, so you don't realize that it's in another language. I think that's cute.
Well, they
It's
have
true,
that's why they have
yeah.
the helmets on. Oh, you mean the villains? But they're
No, Brandon, I mean the ones when they have the helmets on, they still put the little mosaic over the helmet.
really?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know. I was like, "What are you talking about?" Like, wow. I was like, "Do you know more about Power Rangers than I do?"
Yes.
Awkward.
Like, you old man.
It's just the stuff that you don't know that's the good stuff that I know.
All right.
Anyways,
Whatever.
He just groated you.
I know
I
this
did.
is.
I got
You
growed.
got
or-
growtified.
I'm
I know
okay,
this
so
is
I know
yours.
nothing about Power
Yes.
Rangers.
Oh, this is one of those bum things from the 80s
it's
and
Emmett
70s.
Kelly.
It's a
Is that
clown.
It's a
Sorry.
hobo clown.
This was Mark, the college years.
My grandmother used to collect those.
My grandmother used to collect them too.
God.
Cool.
So I actually got that from a member of the posse after my last episode. He was like, "You like clowns? Do you want this?"
Awesome.
I was like, "Yes,
Cool.
yes, I do." Because I
Was
don't
he a
have
clown?
any Emmett Kellys. He is a clown. This is a line that I mean, you can spend so much money on them. They're very collectible still, and this is a Coca-Cola collectible too, so it's a double whammy. And I got it from somebody in the posse who was just needed to get it to
Can
a
you
home
look at the
of
bottom of
clown
that, Mark?
lovers.
Mark?
His wife was scared of it.
Yeah,
Yes.
his wife was scared of it.
It's a great way to get stuff
At
when
the
you're a
bottom.
horror
Thank
collector.
you. Thank you.
Exactly.
94.
Is I got this in a
Okay.
lot, but it creeps out someone in my
Almost
family.
20,000.
Do you want it? Yes, I do.
Yes. So my grandmother collected a lot of Emmett Kellys, and I actually am gonna get a clown from a different line tattooed on my leg.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, okay.
cool.
And I can't remember the name of that line, but they all have like little crystal balls. I could show you one of them.
Yeah, and I know these go like way back because I know even my
I think you
grandma
brought
had,
the crystal ball.
Yeah, the crystal ball
Yeah.
one was here last time.
like my grandma collects clowns.
The one that Mark dropped and quickly glued back together, and you didn't know about it until I just told you right
How
now.
dare you?
Kidding.
Yeah.
Mark Paul wasn't
How
even
dare
here
you.
that episode.
Oh yeah, no, he was in spirit.
Yes.
Ringmaster, what is that?
So this is a game that I got for Christmas from somebody that knows about my love of clowns.
Okay.
And circus. So like clown circus, yeah. I mean, we can go with all of it. I like the whole thing. It's a deck builder game, and the reason why it was in my bag and the reason why it's here is because my boyfriend hates deck builder games. So I was like, let's play a game. What do you have? Deck builder.
Dude, those are fun.
Yeah.
I agree.
So it's a really good like
Dude, bear in a tutu.
like to
Come on.
win, like you
That's
have
awesome.
to have attractions. And
Dude,
it's
clown
just really
car?
fun. Yeah,
Clown car
clown
instant
car,
win. I feel like you win.
right?
Your
But it's a
team
really fun
triples
game and
in
it
size.
plays
Yeah,
quick.
right.
So like I always have it in my bag for when you're waiting for your meal to show up at the restaurant and you need something to pass the time with. Play Ringmaster.
Play Ringmaster.
Yeah, and it's a really fun game. I didn't even know about it until my friend got it for me, but I really like it a lot.
Brandon in a tutu.
You know, I was going to say that's
It
sort of
is.
the first thing that Brandon noticed, and it's the one thing I noticed that reminded me of Brandon. You're
All
a
right.
bear in a tutu,
I
buddy.
am.
You are
I am.
there.
You are.
That's unbearable.
There are some people that would refer to Brandon as a bear.
Yeah,
In a
yeah,
tutu.
yeah, whatever. All right, what did you got here? Some comic books?
No,
You
no,
got
no,
some-
no, no. I don't care about those. I want you to show these off.
Oh, okay.
Because those are some.
Oh,
Those
I
are
forgot about this.
dope.
Yeah. So these are Sasha Banks's
bling.
Boss Time bling.
There you go.
Nice.
Show that to the lower camera there.
Where is it? I don't know where it is. Lower camera.
that one.
Yes.
Down there. Look it. It says Boss Time.
Oh, okay, it's so bling, I can't even
It's
That's
so
focus.
cool.
bling you can't even
Hand
see.
him-
it.
So
hand him-
bright.
hand
The
him to
future's
Mark.
so bright.
They'll look really cute on Mark.
That's right. It's boss time.
That's right.
That is cool.
So,
I used to have a
boss time.
3-finger ring.
That's
Back
what
to Annie.
that's what Mark does every morning before he goes to work. He's like, it's boss time, guys.
So
Right.
I actually am like a manager at work, and I am so tempted to just like
Yeah, start punching people with it.
at work.
Get to
They're
work.
in my bag
Get to
sometimes,
work.
and I'm like, if somebody like tries to
Just
go
get
there
'em.
with me, I'm just gonna be
Just-
like, it's boss time.
And then just like get them, like just stamp their forehead.
That is something that I would do.
Right?
That is awesome.
That's why I saw him and I had to have them because I had already gotten my like souvenir shirt when I went to TLC,
Hell
and they
yeah.
had those, and I'm
Oh,
like,
nice.
I need more souvenirs, please.
I used to have a 3-finger ring that had a Mercedes logo on it, and I used to rock it everywhere when I was a break dancer until it turned my fingers green.
You have
Oh.
videos of this
I was
breakdancing,
gonna say
right?
we're gonna
I
need
do.
we're gonna need
We're
some
gonna need to
evidence.
see
do.
you. Well, actually, two boogaloo over
We're
here.
not watching that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
No,
we're gonna
you're
do this,
not.
guys. We're gonna have a special episode.
We're gonna need some
If
of
we
that.
get to it, if we
We're
get to
gonna-
500 subscribers, we're gonna do a little
Yes.
review
The
of
Chad
Chad
breakdancing
popping
video.
and locking it.
Absolutely. Please be sure
No.
to subscribe so that we can see this.
Nobody wants to see that.
Everybody wants to see
we
that.
do,
I
and
don't
we're
think
gonna make
anybody
sure to.
doesn't want to see
We're
it.
gonna link this.
See,
to your-
hashtag watch
page.
Chad headspin.
So being it winter and I needed to have some more reading material,
Dude, this is a
I
good
decided.
issue right here.
Yes, it is. I've got all 4 of those. I decided to
steal
go
them.
back and pull out some of these old school comics and change the topic to begin with.
All right, here, hand it over. Hand it over to me.
So
Oh no.
I love this. I love this this Nightcrawler series. It's 4 comics, and it basically tells this kind of swashbuckling adventure in this
This is my favorite
different
one.
Yeah.
different sort of realm. Lockheed, if you notice, the little dragon is actually much smaller, and you can see on your right hand side the little bamfs, they call them, the teleportation sound that he makes.
And
But-
there's a shark.
And there's a shark. Of course, there's a shark. Mark, you and your sharks,
Mark
buddy.
needs that.
I like shark.
But I think the coolest thing is there's a character that's Wolverine
Where's
right
the
there,
cats?
and he calls himself Mean. He's like, he goes, I'm Mean. No, what's your name? No, that's my name. Mean.
Weird.
But I think I love that caricature of him. I think I'm gonna get a
do you
tattoo of
got?
that.
Which
Nice.
one?
Oh, the old is that GoBot toys on Nestle
Yeah.
Quick. Look at that.
Dude, I used to love the banana flavored Quick.
Of course you did.
I was a
No.
psycho.
Big goofball.
That was so good.
I just am not even going to say anything.
I was gonna say 4 things, and I just said, of course you did.
That's better.
Of course you did. There
But-
you go. That's 4 syllables. There you go.
You guys are
That's
welcome
like
to
a
read
shark
those. Those
dude.
are really,
That's
really
like
good.
Some shark dude down in the corner. Look
You and your sharks, man.
He's like shark.
He's like Troy McClure
Fire
with
truck, man.
fish.
Fire truck.
He's like Troy McClure with the fish.
Oh, oh God.
Oh.
And then you have this one.
I love anything.
That's your pinup girl right there.
I love anything that John Byrne draws. John Byrne to me is probably one of the best assets that Marvel has ever had. He's done everything from Alpha Flight, my favorite, to the X-Men, to She-Hulk, which he really reinvented She-Hulk in my eyes.
She-Hulk's awesome.
Did a really good job of like bringing that 80s bodybuilder look and not being really afraid of a big bulky girl. I think that's awesome. So I'm going to read that too. Just dumb stuff that these are readers. I'm not collecting. I'm not going to have them graded.
How many issues are in the She-Hulk series?
What do you mean? There was like, wasn't there 4 different series of She-Hulks?
Yeah,
In
there's
that
one in the
series.
70s.
Well, and
I
then
think,
she's got the
80s, I
Disney.
think.
Well,
Yeah,
gonna
that
release
guy.
with the Disney show coming now too. They probably
Well, you and I were watching the Hulk from early 92,
yeah, and
93.
then at one point they switched it to the Hulk and She-Hulk.
So yeah,
just like that.
So it was like because it was, remember, X-Men was really hot for a while in the 90s, and the Tick, and then they brought out Iron Man and Fantastic
love the Tick.
Four.
Me too.
Oh yeah, Tick was awesome.
We were laughing
And
at
his
the
sidekick.
voice
Oh,
actors
yeah.
on that show.
Oh, some of the voices.
You
Richard
gotta.
Grieco
They're
played
great.
Silver Surfer,
Luke Perry
and
was
Ghost
Rick
Rider.
Jones.
Rick
Oh,
Jones
God.
was, which looked like him.
It kind of looked like
Luke Perry.
All right.
Billy
R.I.P.
Zane's
R.I.P.
sister
to
did the
Luke
She-Hulk.
Perry.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Luke Perry.
But all right, when is the swap? And I assume you
We're
two.
not done talking, Brandon.
No, we are.
Oh, I'm sorry. When is the next
We
swap?
didn't talk about
Yeah.
that.
Lita did a
Oh,
reoccurring.
Lita did
You
another
gotta
run
cut
in.
us
Okay,
off.
all right,
Lita's
fine,
good.
fair enough.
Did you ask Lita when the next swap was?
Lita, when is the next
When
one?
is the next swap?
February
It is February
16th.
16th.
How many tables do we have, Lita?
I don't know.
70.
A lot. 70.
Jeez, okay.
70.
70.
I can make my voice deeper too, Chad. It's-
Lita. I didn't know Lita sounded like this.
She does.
70. 70 tables.
She can do the splits.
What time is it at Lita?
What time is it at Lita? 9 a.m.
It
till
is.
3 p.m.
9 a.m. to 3 a.m.
And 70
3
tables
a.m.
at the
Woo,
Knights
party.
Yeah, right.
3 p.m.
9
That
a.m.
kind
to
of
3
swap.
a.m.
Big
Heck yeah.
Party.
I'm taking over. We're having an
toys,
insomniac swap.
Oh, God. It starts at 11 o'clock at night.
Starts at 11 p.m.
That's right.
Gets over at 6.
Perfect Stephanie hours.
Perfect.
No, it is 9
February
a.m.
16th?
Yes.
February
Yes.
16th,
Sunday
9 a.m.
after
to 3 p.m.
Valentine's Day.
Ugh.
Sweet. All right,
So-
fade us out,
All
dude.
right, guys. See ya.
All right. Thanks for coming, you guys.
Peace.